Hi, it's Sunday. We're here at AAA Hobbies in Magnolia, New Jersey, and we're going to work on the train layout a little bit today. I've done some building work over the last few weeks, which you guys, if you're following, have seen. We've put together some of these Walthers building kits, and what we're looking at today is, and this is something that will take more than just an afternoon to do, but I'm going to discuss the next thing that we're looking at, which is lighting for the buildings. In other words, when we put these buildings on the layout, we'd like to have them light up inside so that, you know, it makes an impression. And Woodland Scenics has a great product to help us do this, and it's a line of products called Just Plug. You can see it down here. It's called Just Plug. Why? Because you just plug them into the ports on here and the lights come on, and it's easy as pie. It takes a little bit of work, but it makes wiring easier with the plugs and the ports and so forth. And the whole system kind of evolves around your power supply, which is basically a plug-in wall wart that plugs into a light hub. And the light hub has expansion ports or plugs on it so that you can take these lights, and they're small LED lights that are pre-wired, and I don't know if you can see them, but right here you've got a little LED that you stick inside of the building, and then these other plugs go right into the hub, and then the power goes into this hub, turn it on, and bang, you got lighting. So what we're looking at is, today I'm going to take this building and I'm going to glue the windows into it here. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this light diffusion window film from Woodland Scenics in the Just Plug line, and we're going to line the inside of the windows so that when we put the LED inside, it diffuses the light and we get a nice overall lighting inside of the building, and you won't be able to see through the building. I can see the cameraman from the other side here because it's empty. There's nothing in there. So if I put this on the layout, it's just going to look like a big shell. But if I put this diffusion paper inside the glass windows and then put my light inside, everything will be great. And we'll do this for all the buildings on the layout. And as we work along, I'll show you how I'm going to line these wires under my streets and things into the buildings, into the hub. I have my building here, and I have the light diffusion window film. This is the first step in using this system, this Just Plug lighting system that we're going to put on the layout. It's supposed to make things really easy. It looks great. I'm excited to try this. The first step, now that we've done some buildings, is to put this light diffusion window film in the building. And what that does is, when I put the LED light in this building, this sheeting around this will diffuse the light so that it's even, and it doesn't look like there's just one little light source in the middle of the building. So we're going to try this, and what this is composed of is it comes with two different sheets, so to speak. And this one is the adhesion stickers, and I'll show you that in a minute. And this is the actual diffusion film. And you'll notice that there's two pieces. We'll take out this little piece of tissue, that's to keep them from scratching each other. You have a light colored diffusion film, and then you have a dark sheet. The idea is, if you want to, you can just put the diffusion film into the building to cover the windows. But if you want the building to look dark all the way around and not be see-through when the lights are off, you put this diffusion film in as well. In other words, I put the dark diffusion film in the front, the light in the back, I cut it to size, and I put it into the windows here. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. I'm going to do it with the dark film. I could do it just with the light, but if I put the dark in, then when I turn the lights off, you can't see through my building. It keeps the windows nice and dark, which I like. And that's something else. You notice my floor fell off. I keep all my major components on these buildings separate until I'm done doing things like this. Taking the roof off and the bottom off will make it easier for me to cut this piece of film to fit into the building. Here we go. Got my building, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to measure the height of the building so I know how wide to make the strip that's going to go in. And measuring from the bottom up to where the roof hits is about 1.5 inches. And I'll take that height and I'll transfer it over onto this sheet. You can see I've marked it off right now. And when I cut that off, this strip will fit inside of here nicely and cover all the windows. So I'll sit down, I've marked my sheet, and note that I have both diffuser sheets. I have the light and the dark one here on top of each other. If I line them up nicely, Just take my X-Acto knife and cut along the line. There's 1 and 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little sticky dots that come with the diffuser sheet. You look, there's another sheet here. It's another piece, and it has these little dots, and they're sticky dots, and they're double-sided. So you take one side off, you cut them off, or you can use them in groups. You cut them off and you put them onto the diffuser sheet so that I can stick the dark one and the light one together. And then I take that sheet and I place it inside of the building after I stick the two of them together. And I use those sticky dots to hold this piece in here. So you can see, it basically, I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but it darkens all the windows. And it's just mounted on the inside. And when we use the lighting kit and we put light inside, this sheet here will diffuse the light so all the windows are lit evenly. We're going to put the two diffuser sheets together using these little micro dots, or these little sticky dots that come with the kit. And what I do is I'm cutting 2 off at a time, and then you separate the plastic. Bear with me here. They stick pretty good. As you can see, there's 2, and it's going to be hard to see on the video. There's 2 little dots of sticky on these. I'm just going to put them right here on the end. And I put one down here, and I think I'm also going to cut one off. And put it in the middle so that both sheets are held together well and they don't buckle. And these are very sticky, so you got to be careful. Put it right there. Then what I do is I pull these off the other sheet of plastic, and then it leaves the dots on the diffuser sheet. I know this is hard to see, but you're going to get the idea what I'm doing here. And then I've got sticky dots, and I take my other sheet, I very carefully line them up together. I don't want it to be crooked, because once these are stuck, they're stuck. And then I'm just going to push them down. Now you can see I have the dark and the light side of the diffuser sheet, and that's going to go inside of the building here. And I'll use these sticky dots to put that down also. I finished putting the diffuser sheets in this building. See, I have 2 buildings here. Same buildings, are painted differently. This one does not have the diffuser sheets in it, and this one does. You can see the white inside of here, but there's also the black sheet in between the white and the wall. So I've got diffuser sheets, no diffuser sheet. We're going to walk over here and take a look at them on a light source and see how they look. So let's go. All right, here we go. First, I'm going to put the building on that doesn't have the diffuser sheets in it. So we'll sit this, turn it on. Oh, let's go up. There we go. When I sit these down, you look at it, well, you can see where the lights are. It's just like giant lights in there. So what we'll do is we'll take this off. This is the one with the diffuser sheets. And you can move these things around. It gives you a much better diffused light inside of the buildings and looks more realistic. And like I say, you move the building and angle it just so you get the right angle, and you can position the lights inside. This is just a real quick mock-up so that you guys can see what this does for it. So let me put the other one back on now that you've seen that. Take a look at that. That's pretty ugly. Take it just for the last time. We'll put this right back. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to proceed and I'm going to look at all the different buildings on the layout and do this to them. I'll put the diffuser sheets and everything and position lights. And when you come back next time, we'll take a look at the Just Plug system in general. I'll show you how it hooks up, how you use the lights, how you put extension hubs on it, and so forth. So stay tuned. Come back next week. We'll do it again. Thank you.